2.8, early stopping. Our main goal with machine learning, or one of the main goals, is prevent overfitting. Right? And so that's one thing that we do with ridge regression and regularization. Another strategy is just called early stopping. Early stopping is truly unique and interesting because it's kind of a free lunch, right? So this is what early stopping can look like, where our x-axis is epochs, and that's how many times we train the model, right? And this is an actual data set, and we'll do an example, and maybe you'll get a curve that looks like this. If you run it enough statistically, you'll get something that looks close to this. And you have your error here for your training set and your validation set, right? So it makes sense that your training set always goes down in flat lines because your model is constantly training on your training set, right? However, out here, you'll notice from this gap, what does the gap in the learning curves tell us? That the model is overfit, right? But you'll notice that it actually dives down below. So at this point, your model has better performance on your validation model, better on validation than training, which means that your model has been able to extract the fundamental knowledge from your data set, right, without overfitting. And a good way to think about this one is really just to use the term overthinking. I'm sure that you've all overthought something, right? You just think about it too much and then it kind of gets away from you. And that's the exact same thing here, right? So after about, what is that, about 90 epochs, the model actually has a good understanding of what's going on. And then the more and more it thinks about it, the more and more it is only trying to optimize the training. But because it's trying to get really good on the training information, it actually loses data on the validation, right? Until you end up with a very overfit model. And then this one just kind of got a little bit lucky. And again, it's only training on the training data set, but it started to kind of piece through some of those issues and get a little bit better on the validation data set. And so this is called early stopping. And one thing that you can do in early stopping is you can take the derivative, dv over de, derivative of your validation data over the change in your epochs. And then you can kind of maybe look for a change in curvature of your validation data and then just stop training. And it's a free lunch because it gives you a good model with less training, and training is what's really expensive, right? So we really like overstopping. It's really a powerful tool.